Loving to see this. Who's going to get it out of the blocks? And look at that, Hamish Fox again. Good start by Hamish, not with Blake. Blake Ross, not quite the perfect start down on the inside, but he's quickly gone over to take that line on the outside, avoiding the puddle that is on that first corner. It'll take a while for that puddle to be pushed away. And there we go, 1 down, 2 down. Somebody gets the light around it. Luckily, both are okay from our rider point of view as they go up over to their machines. But two of them down on the corner. I got an idea that there was a touch of two bikes that were caused in there. I think one going down, the other one might have just had to hit the brakes and then it went down. So even if they didn't be in contact directly, the two of them, I think there was the opportunity, of course, for the action to have been decided by the chain reaction of one rider down, the other one hitting the brakes and going down the end. But unfortunately, both of those bikes out of consideration. Disappointment. And we'll find out by the law of averages, they were probably back at around about 6th or 7th place out of a field of a dozen riders. So it would mean that we're certainly going to be missing some of those from our race result when they come around at lap number 1. Bad luck that they're pushed to the side. The good luck is that it won't in any way result in a red flag as we've cleared the incident there on turn 1 here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park today, the home of road racing here in Taupo, this fantastic adventure wonderland and tourist paradise smack bang in the middle of the North Island of New Zealand, and also just an all-round nice place to come to here in Taupo. All right, keen to get out of the traffic and watch the run, and there we go, 1, 2, nothing much there. Hamish and Blake, these are the two we expected to see going for it, and they certainly are at the moment. Down to that corner, around there, they've got to get some real drive on that inside, because when you start to go out wide, you get that motion there, so because what it does is it's changing the contour of the track, so you go from the corner pretty flat really, but it's turn 2, it's in fact, it just sort of holds up a little bit of moisture. It just hasn't got an edge to it. Or a ripple strip, of course, the water doesn't drain over the ripple strip. So you just want to quickly get out of that turn 1 and not go too wide, so that you can then stay towards the centre of the track and not hug it on the inside. Once the moisture's gone, well, they could be hugging the ripple strip all day. Hamish Fox, Blake Ross, go to Luca Durning. Nice to see Luca in there, of course, a campaigner from our fabulous Jixer series, this great world of the little Suzuki GSXR. It's formed our Jixer Cup over the last 2 years, and man, oh man, I will never forget Jixer racing like last year. The numbers had grown a little bit, but more importantly, the calibre had grown. And our favourite story, of course, from Manfield, where we saw the lap record taken by the rider who finished in 9th place. And that's just how close it was, because any of the first 11 on that day could have claimed glory. It was so cool to see. So a class really coming of age in New Zealand road racing. Let's see a lot more of it. And Luca's one of our riders from that, and he's out there at the moment, and hopefully that 3rd place, yes, there he is, on his own, has the Dayglow vest, so he's easy to pick up from a commentator's dream. But I'll tell you what, we're looking out for the back and the front at the moment. Blake from Hamish, so remembering it was Hamish from the start. Getting back to Blake. This is something brand new for Hamish, because he's just literally fresh into our sport, only having started earlier this year, so wet weather racing is a little unfamiliar to him, and Blake will be a little bit more experienced in that space, even though we saw Hamish come on and leaps and bounds through round 1 of the Kawasaki series. The Kawasaki rider himself probably finds this just a little awkward. And speaking of Kawasaki, of course, it is the glowing bike for these front runners in our field here today, so great to see in this junior lineup. So there we are with Blake Ross on the 2015 Kawasaki Ninja 300, courtesy of BRM Dyno and Pyro White Line, the home of Kawasaki motorcycles on the Hauraki, with Murphy's Buses, Pyro Farm Services, David Dodd Drainage, AE Electrical, and Megan Construction. So quality sponsors, and behind young Blake Ross, this man looking to make big moves in New Zealand road racing, and proving the experience he's got at such a young age is flowing through to be an event like this, with the sun to shine again here today. And look at the advantage, just bigger and bigger all the time. Man, oh man, he's taken that right out. That is now 4.1 seconds, so he's got another almost 3 seconds during that last lap alone. So good work. In fact, Blake's time he's just done there at a 1:26. So he's certainly got a good advantage with a lap time. So Hamish is in fact their best time, 1:27. So it's 1.7 seconds difference in the best times. We talk about those other riders who we had missing before, and down on that first corner. So we have in our lineup John Michael Towdy, the Papakura rider on the Hyosung 250. Also in there as well, Ben Dyson. So a bit of bad luck to Ben. He too on the Hyosung, the earlier Comet model 250s. Ben and John Michael were the two riders who have come down. Those are the ones not credited with a placing after the end of lap number 1. So there we go. Blake, Hamish, Luca, they're your top 3. Carl Hooper, Chris Dyson in there. Derek Kattenberg. Nice to have Derek with us on the number 21, the man out of Tauranga on the Kawasaki EX250, courtesy of Fast Eddie Cycles and East World Engineering. So Derek in there, Derek Kattenberg, continuing the Kattenberg legacy of some great New Zealand production-based motorcycle road racing. Here we are, Blake Ross to go past. He's got the advantage. Where's Hamish? Hamish Fox. And Hamish, well, that 4.1's gone right out. Yeah, 7.8. It's doubled. So Blake Ross smoking him up as the sun shines and drives the track out here at Taupo today. Blake Ross, exceptional to watch. So well done for the Pyro man up there in LMP country. Used to be the home of a great New Zealand motorcycle street race, but for all the reasons of economics and health and safety, that event no longer being staged. And one might hope that we could have some sort of revival one day or other, but that certainly is not in the immediate future. All right, so the Pyro man has to come to racetracks like this beautiful Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park here in Taupo. Extended track, originally just a small club track here on the outskirts of Taupo. As far as circuits are concerned, man, is there anything better in the country? Think about it. Yeah, you've got there's still a little bit of greenery between Christchurch and Ruapuna. There's a big chunk of greenery to get to levels. Teretonga, well, it's just a little out as well. This one's probably about the same. Yeah, so thereabouts. You've got, I suppose, Manfield, Rock's still on the outskirts. In fact, if people had their own way, they'd be building all around it. But luckily, because it's been there now for nearly 50 years, it means that those kind of restrictions are put in place for all the common sense of people thinking, well, this would be a nice place to live, but, well, hello, what's happening here every weekend? But let's not get into a resource consent politics right here and now. You get the idea. All right, so Taupo, a nice snug little circuit here on the outskirts of Taupo as we look out for the update from Blake and from Hamish. There we go, ready to go past. And the margin's gone to 15.8, so increasing all the time. So Blake Ross feeling right at home as he heads up towards turn 3. He's got to get right around the outside of a lapper, and he's done that with ease, and then he goes right up this. Remembering, there's that double corner. It really is a double corner there on the 3, because you go into it as a sweeper. There's a slight little straight before it goes up to be more of a serious kick, and you come down here into the next one. So nice to see in our update of the circuit at this stage. So rocking on with our program at the moment. This is race number 4 for our junior class. It's a 6th lapper. Coming up next will be the race 5, which is the final race of the round as we go to our F1 Engineering Post-Classic Senior and Junior. Well, of course, online entry details and details of the event overall at www.mxt, that's motocross and track timing.co.nz. Online, of course, more details at the Taupo track as well, which is here at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park. Also from a club review, it is the Hamilton Motorcycle Club, which is hamiltonmcc.org.nz. And of course, you can email info@hamiltonmcc.org.nz for details as well. But here we are. We started back on the 26th of May, then to the 18th of August, and now the final here at Taupo on the 8th of September for our seniors, juniors, development, motards, post-classics, senior, junior, lambs, and clubmen's intermediate racing. So a lot in store over this great series 2019 with Kawasaki. Let the good times roll. Well, here we go with our checkered flag. So flag out there at the moment to Blake Hamish. The margin's gone out to 15 seconds in the end. So, well, Blake in the dry, of course, a very good rider. Blake in the wet, still a very good rider. Hamish in the dry, good. In the wet, still some learning to do. But that all comes with it. It's all part of the experience. No different to whether you're an off-road rider and one day you turn up to a mud motocross as well. Just ask Courtney Duncan about the difference between the wet and the dry. She'll tell you all about that as well. So there you go. The Blake Ross show rocking into town, and well done. Of course, it was on a restart. So good result there. Blake, Hamish, Luca, this young man out of the Jixers, showing just what the Wanganui pilot can gain experience from. So well done to Luca. Luca Durning in there. Carl Hooper, the first of the 250s, followed by Derek Kattenberg and Chris Dyson. Still a place for the 250s. First, second and third, dropping back to Drew Sainsbury in there as well. So nice to see the results continue. So well done. And massive thanks to all our cool sponsors making this event possible. With Kawasaki, let the good times roll. Well, what's Kawasaki got to offer? What haven't they got to offer? Hey folks, of course, the home of the world's best superbike, the ZX10, of course, with 600s and the likes of Avalon Biddle, and congratulations to Av re-signing again with Kawasaki for another great season. So look for them and her to be impressive in Kawasaki Supersport road racing this season. Of course, you've now got the 400, there's still the 300, still a few of those on racetracks. Blake Ross is proving just how good they are. The 400 hasn't been homologated for our Supersport class at this stage. Other countries in the world have, but we're just holding back, and hey, there'll be a reason for that, and I'd suggest only another season before we see the 400 into our Supersport class.